Hello, welcome to the stream. Just realised the graphic is not up. Actually, we'll start on the solo layout. Why not? But either way, thank you for tuning in. We've got Glimpse. We've got Elijah Lawson, I believe. Let me double check though. MCFR in the chat as well. Big up to everyone here. I am excited for this stream as much as MCFR is excited for his holiday in 2 weeks to Turkey. Have a great time, lad. Elijah Lawson, great to see you back, lad. In 2 weeks I'll be in France. Nice. Everyone, holiday spirit. And why not? Let's pull up the first graphic. I won't remove the solo layout yet, though. You going anywhere too? By the way, I'll be tuning into your pre-season streams from Turkey, hopefully. That'll be interesting. Does anybody miss me? Absolutely, Elijah Lawson. I miss everyone that does not hop on for a stream. Frost Fury isn't here tonight. I'll miss him. But, of course, I miss you. I miss all viewers that aren't here. But, big up to everyone who is here. An active chat is always ideal. You going on holiday? Not yet. It's not going to be summertime either. Because of how busy work is at the moment, and arguably streaming as well, it's going to be, it's looking more like November, if I'm being honest. I'll be going on holiday. Oh no. I know the lyrics, man. I don't even listen. Thank God the storm is over. Man, did you hear the rain? I know we all probably live in different areas, yeah. But the rain at 6:30 this morning, it was so loud it woke me up. And trust me, it's not like this room where you can hear the slight drizzle of rain. I have a full sound, well, not full soundproof. Sounds a bit much. But, I've got a bog standard room. I could hear the rain cloud clear as day. It was mad. But you just really don't, you can't predict the weather at the moment. But either way, then, let's begin talking about this topic. I have 6 transfers written down. Yes, they are on a I think it's a bit hot in here. Oh, maybe a jacket wasn't wise. They are of the less positive note, it depends on what you consider not positive. But why not start on a high note? Why not? Boom. Savio. Obviously, we know this transfer is happening, hence why we've had the likeliness. But let's talk about him a bit. Have a quick say on him. Won't cover him completely because when he gets announced, I'd like to do a video on him there. But look, he's got great stats. Elijah Lawson, Brazil are out. That might be good for City. Less chance he picks up any injuries, and it probably means he gets to come to England sooner and start adjusting, which is nice. I woke up and my grass all flooded, so probably came over here. Blinking neck. That is nuts. But look, either way, Savio is a top buy for City to go on our right wing, more than likely. Man United fans like mentioning how City able to sign Savio when Girona own Savio. That right there is the most single-center thing. You all know there was something wrong with that sentence because Savio doesn't even play for Girona. He was on loan there from Troyes, who are not playing in the Champions League, meaning we are completely allowed to sign him. You couldn't write it, could you? People excited about Doku, Haaland, and Doku, Foden, Haaland, Savio next season. It sounds so good. I just hope it's as good as it sounds. Savio running down the wing makes a blue boy sing. Savio, we all going to Munich. Is that where Champions League final is next season, I'm guessing? I'm sad for Savio, and Ederson doesn't really play for Brazil. Unlucky. It's a bit like Ter Stegen in that area. Ter Stegen, great keeper, doesn't get the Didn't get the game time though because Savio's got ahead of him. Garnacho loves Man City. Garnacho, I'd take him as City to be honest, the actual player. And why not the fan as well? The viewer. I believe at the Allianz Arena. My throat hurts every time I eat and when I drink water and eat isolate, it's fine. Is it a sore throat infection? Could be the signs of a cold. I ain't a doctor. But maybe a cold whenever I had sometimes when it's the very beginning of a cold for me, swallowing hurts. Could be swallowing anything, like a drink or something. But that's what it is in my experience. It could be that, but honestly, don't take my word for it. I do not have any sort of medical experience. If my dad was here, he actually may have been to help you, because he actually does have a bit of medical experience. But yeah, look, I put Savio announcement date because not long ago we actually found out when we are likely to get the announcement, and that is likely to be after the Copa America, which ends on July 15th for the game kicks off at 1 a.m. for the final. I don't know when that means. Can it be announced as early as tomorrow now, considering Brazil are out? I don't really know what the score is on Savio. But what I do know is that within 2 weeks, you'll probably be able to wear his shirt online. Well, not just online, in real life, hopefully. Yes, all it hurts, but it's not cold. My throat's really red as well, more than usual. Blinking heck. What can I do in a 4-hour flight to stop? What can I do in a 4-hour flight to stop my boredom? Does anyone have any tips? Will your blooper video be out? Because I'll screen record that and watch it. Bloopers 2 weeks from now. What's the date? I've got a little calendar here. It's Sunday. 2 weeks. Yeah, it should be coming out. Should be pretty recent. Because I intend to start making it basically a final whistle of like straight after the Euros ends. I intend to properly start making it. Can anybody tell what happens at the Euros? Because I missed all the quarterfinal games. Spain got through. England got through. Spain got through. France got through. They'll play each other in the semis. England got through. Netherlands got through. They'll play each other in the semis. I'm a screen record your best watch along, whatever it is in your opinion. Oh, best watch along. That's a difficult one. It'd have to be like a really good game. Man United, the 3-1 win against Man United was a funny one with me, mum and dad. That one was quite liked. Here we go in the chat. Garnacho, welcome to the chat. Hi, sorry I'm late. Did not realise you were live. No worries, lad. No worries at all. Look, he's flexing. Yeah, to remove his mod immediately. I like your one versus Man United. Yeah, that one was interesting for viewers. But in order to pass time on a plane, I tend to download movies onto my phone via Netflix, because you can download movies completely free. It's only valid for about a day or two, so you might want to do it on the day that you leave. But yeah, just watch them on the plane. Completely fine. Absolutely fine. Assuming you have Netflix. Despicable Me 4, why not? What a movie. But anyway, let's get on with this. Moving on to the next transfer topic. An outgoing, which is confirmed. Well, all but confirmed. We just need the announcement. It's Gomez. Here we go to Real Sociedad, as you can see with the badge. Look, he's 23 years old. The transfer hasn't worked out, bottom line. He was never good enough. It was a huge gamble considering we lost. We sold Zinchenko thinking we were going to get Cucurella. Cucurella got swiped by Chelsea, and we weren't willing to pay the amount of money that they did or the amount Brighton wanted. And so this guy was just a panic buy. That is the bottom line. Bought him, hoping for a decent player, but just not good enough. I hope he does well elsewhere. Total made me need to get rid of these players below the standards. Yes, absolutely. It's about a 9 million fee. It's not great, but reap what you sow. It's our own fault. Not many people. Not many teams are going to try and buy him. Remember Zach Stefan? Yeah, I do. That one Liverpool game. Was not it. But yeah, he's on his way out. He's actually got an assist for us this season, but it's a shame for him. But yeah, he's got an itch. But yeah, he's on his way to Spain. Good luck to him. Hope he does well. And who knows? Maybe there's a sell-on clause we'll have on him, and we'll get a bit of money if he does well and gets sold on. Moving on, Ederson. Ederson has apparently agreed to personal terms, according to a source. I don't really know how good the source is, but there's a few sources saying that he has officially agreed to personal terms with, I think, Al Nassr. And yeah, that is the bottom line, to be honest. He does seem to be semi on his way out. That's why I've given it a 75% transfer likeliness. No reports are suggesting that he's not leaving. Fabrizio Romano even posted about it not too long ago. I'll try to find it. Shouldn't be too difficult. Here we are. Breaking, Ederson remains in talks with Saudi clubs with City open to his exit. Brazilian keeper on shortlist of Al Nassr, also more clubs in Saudi, as revealed in May. Talks are on. City are not against his exit. Ederson will require to leave the club, still waiting for formal bids. So no bid has been made, but talks are happening, and apparently he's agreed personal terms. So this does mean if Ederson does leave, Ortega becomes the number one for City. Now then, I don't know what I think to that. Trust me, I love. Hold on, we got a few. I'm going to watch Despicable Me 4 on 12th of July. Garnacho. Just getting rid of Ederson is heartbreaking and disgraceful. Just raise his wages. His wages are less than Nunes. That's crazy. I'd say he's way more likely to leave than he stays. Hi, sorry, I'm late to the party. What's up, Connect and Chat? Yeah, hello Warrior. Big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. Ortega will fail at number one. Being a good number one is different to being good number two. I don't think we should be selling Ederson, no matter how good Ortega is. Now, I love Ortega, and I think we have the best number two in the world currently. But I still have question. There's still marks over him. Can we run it back to, I hate to speak about the game, but, blinking it, 50 grand, I'm just going to call you 50 grand. Welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you here before, but I love Chelsea, you love Hull, and it seems you do anyway, and you're an England fan. Very clear by the profile picture. But welcome to the chat anyway. I haven't had you here before. If we sell Ederson, we have to sign a new number one. I agree with that, to be honest. I don't think we should be selling Ederson. Ederson in the UCL final was great, as MCFR has mentioned. But MCFR, this is a good comment here. It's being a good number one is different. Like a constant number one is different to it's different to being a permanent number one. I suppose being a permanent number one is different to being a backup. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, I don't think Ortega should be number one. The thing is with Ederson, at least he's proven. And when we signed Ederson, Claudio Bravo was the number one. A different goalkeeper had to be signed. Okay, if you remember, those days were not great days. I made 50 grand PFP. Nice. So that's a nice set of PFP. I like it. I support how my Prem team is trusting at Prem England. Lad, you literally just like glimpse. And no offence, glimpse, quite literally, supports Hull. I believe his Prem team is Chelsea, and he's a big England fan. We're linking Lunin from Real Madrid. I take him. I think he's good. But do I think he's a number one level? We have a good number one in Ederson. I think we should be fighting to keep him. I think we should really be fighting to keep Ederson at the club. He's a great servant as well. Never caused an issue, and has turned up at the biggest moments. Champions League final, huge saves made that game. Remember the one Lukaku headed it like he was like 4 yards from goal. Ederson saved it. Last minute header saved against Gosens. Absolutely brilliant. He does turn up. He's underrated in his saves, Ederson. He is actually really good. Don't get me wrong. I think Ortega might have the edge in his saves, but what we lose with Ortega is his footwork. Don't get me wrong. Ortega's got good examples of his great footwork. Let's run it back to Crystal Palace. That back pass from Rodri. Rodri didn't do it right. Well, he didn't read it right. And Ederson and Ortega just did the most ridiculous skill I've ever seen a keeper do. There's still news on Bruno G. We're not going to get him, lad. Which is the sad thing. His release clause is over now, so we've missed our window, really. Because if we go back in for him, if we go back in for Bruno G, he's just going to... Newcastle are going to say, yeah, had your chance. Now we want more. That's literally what will happen. We're not going to get him now. But I really don't think we should lose Ederson. I really want to keep him because I'm really worried about Ortega being the number one. This summer will tell me if it's the beginning of a rebuild or the beginning of becoming a top 4 team. Rodri fell to his knees on Friday and had to be helped up. Tiki disgrace so far this summer. I'm willing to wait at the moment. But after the Euros, I want to see action. I'm not too agitated right now, but after the Euros, I want to see action. I cannot. And I'm not saying, but I just want to know who we are signing. There is no way Savio is the one guy we're bringing in and we're willing to let go of Sergio Gomez, Ederson, and other people. I'm willing to wait till after the Euros. But if I don't hear a thing by August, I will lose it. Genuinely. I am backing Tiki. I will back him. I will back him because for years he's obviously delivered. But I need to see something. What MCFR said here is huge. Rodri fell to his knees. This guy doesn't stop playing football, and I mean that genuinely. I will be off school tomorrow because of my throat and go to doctors, so I need them for it. Well, I hope throat isn't too bad. Glimpse, obviously bad. Well, it's not awful if you have to go to the doctors, but it's clearly something that needs to be checked, so I hope it just ends up being fine. And, it's just a little thing. But let's just look at Rodri. Because he plays like every minute of the Euros. And I get it, okay, Rodri is like the most crucial player, if not one of them. He's absolutely crucial. But this season for City, he played like 4,500 minutes. Put that on top of the minutes he's playing for Spain. Let's read here. He's played. There should be a way I can just find out the total tally. Alright, nope. Gonna have to really mental math this. 90, 180, 300, 380. He's played 386 minutes on top of the ridiculous amount of minutes he played already for City this season. He's played almost 5,000 minutes of football. 5,000 minutes, which is why Rodri needs a backup. I have to ask this question, is Rodri in his prime right now? Yes. But like MCFR says, if he gets a backup, maybe he doesn't get better than he currently is. But maybe he stays how he is for longer. Because let's say he doesn't get a backup and he's only got 2 more seasons of this. Okay, and I don't even know if he'll have that. Let's say he doesn't get back up and he's got 2 more seasons of this powerhouse of a CDM. If he gets a backup, he might have 5. Because you'll just be getting so many more rests. And I mean a competent backup. I don't mean a Calvin Phillips. I want a good backup. Joshua Kimmich, I don't mind who. Just make me see this name, whoever, okay, and make me go, that is the backup Rodri needs. I ain't Tiki, but I think we all know a hole needs filling in the team. And it's called Rodri's backup. Because on games he gets suspended, games where he picks up a knock. And we've been really lucky with Rodri injuries. How long will our luck run on for? Yeah, like Rodri spends most. I've seen that as well. Rodri spends like basically all his free time just trying to recover, just trying to get ready for the next game because he knows he will play. Rodri got ACL, we are screwed. Anyway, then let's get back onto this. All right, I really hope we don't lose Ederson, but here's a guy I hope we do lose. Joao Cancelo, lads. We all want him gone. He's been here for too long now. Look, the good thing is about this, City have said no more loan moves. No more loan moves. We just want this fella gone. We're willing to take 20 to 30 million for this fella. 20 to 30 million is the price tag for him. Shame, really, because I bet you he could easily go to a club and just smash it, lads. But now, thing is now, like, I've put 50% with a question mark. Not because like there's a 50% chance that the team's gonna sign him, that Barcelona are gonna sign him. The thing is, we don't know anything on this. Joao Cancelo, we know Barcelona like him and they take him if they could, but Barcelona can barely afford to bring in anything right now, never mind Joao Cancelo. It's ridiculous. And who's going to sign him? Of course, Saudi clubs will be licking their lips. Of course. But 30 million, nah. We can't be losing it. We can't even lose him for that. I want minimum 50 mil. Barca can't even sign Villagine from Hull. Exactly. They can't even sign a championship player. No offense to Villagine. Okay, I'm sure Villagine is a good player who easily has the potential to but a huge chat, by the way, I just want to say, who easily has the potential to do it at a bigger club, no doubt. But they can't even do that. Well, our amigo says Renegade. Welcome to the chat. He has to apologise for Pep. I think we're beyond that point. But Joao Cancelo's got to go. Don't matter how good he is, his attitude is appalling. And we've got this guy on a 2027 contract. We could very well lose this guy. Like, he let Riyad Mahrez go for 25. I thought it was more 35. Wasn't willing to give good no to I think that's shocking. Get no 2 years for Gundo, but 2 years for Walker. That's kind of appalling. Considering Walker's isn't he 34 and he's got 2 years on his deal? Walker's legs could go any moment. Literally any moment. Walker's legs could actually go anytime. His pace is great for a ball over the top and we need someone to chase it down. Don't get me wrong. Everything else he's okay at. But one day he might get in a foot race with Rashford or Salah or someone. Vinny, Mbappe, don't matter who. And his legs just go. And suddenly we are stuck with Akanji at right back. And don't get me wrong, Akanji's a great centre back and a decent right back. He can do the job. I'm getting Frimpong next summer. Sorry for being so negative. I know that is worrying. I just hope with the amount of outgoings we're looking to face that we complement it with some incomings. But let's move on from Joao. Let's move on to Matheus Nunes, another guy that was kind of signed on a panic buy, similar to Sergio Gomez. We bought him because KDB got injured. Again, good player, but I don't think he's City level. Complete panic buy, definition of one. Bought him for about 55 million. Saudi are apparently willing to offer our money back for him. I would take it, lad. I would take it. Kimmich would be an amazing backup for Rodri and can play right back. I agree. I think we should get Kimmich. Even if he's not a young superstar up and coming, we can worry about that later. Nunez should stay. Selling would be stupid. I get what you're saying, but what we've seen from him isn't promising. It really isn't promising. Sure, he could have a decent season coming, but if Nunes has another season like he has this season, he won't be worth 50 million anymore. He'll probably be worth 30, 35. And by that point, all hope of getting our money back is gone. Saudi are willing to offer our money back now. That's the thing. This guy's 25. Don't get me wrong. If Nunes was 20, 21, something like that, keep him. Let him develop. Let him grow. This guy's turning 26 in August. He's not a youngster. He's older than Savio. He's older than Haaland. He's older than Alvarez. He's older than all of them. He's older than Foden. And he doesn't look half the player than them. Look, if he stays, I hope he proves me wrong. And when he plays, I will back him. I will back him fully and say it's Nunes every time he plays. I'm not the kind of guy to not back a player when they play on the pitch because I want what they want, and it's to see City win. That's the bottom line. But I don't think Nunes is good enough. I watched every minute he played for City last season, every minute I could anyway. And just wasn't, he just didn't inspire. He really didn't. There were glimpses. of good stuff. I think this is bang on. Nunes is not a bad player. He's not a Man City player. I think that's right. Don't get me wrong. Maybe go to like Wolves or West Ham. Back to Wolves or West Ham. You know. You know, maybe go back there. Maybe you could actually be like a proper key player there. Maybe you could properly be utilised. You know, so when I said that, I actually thought, just sounds like I'm referencing Glimpse in the chat then. But look, apparently, same as Calvin. Yeah, I think that's right. So Calvin Phillips is a decent player, although he has flopped at West Ham. But just not good enough for City. Maybe Phillips was just right for Leeds. Southgate doesn't have a natural replacement for Calvin Phillips, so blinking. Don't even. Nunes, Walker, Gomez, Cancelo, Phillips, all below City standards. Yeah. Now then, this final player, he's not leaving this summer, but maybe a conversation does just need to be had. Kevin De Bruyne, he's 33. He's obviously the best midfielder in the world, but his future at the moment is kind of uncertain. He's not leaving this summer, he's confirmed that, but he's got 1 year left on his deal. This could very well be his final season. Now then, he had 4 injuries here, but it was really just the one, and then the others were tiny little things that were all to do with the first injury and just recovering from it. He missed 41 games, he played 26 matches and got 24 GNA. He could be leaving to Saudi once his contract runs out. I'd give KDB the 1 year contract. What happens if we sit on the fence like we did Gundo? Okay, KDB has a really good season. We're like, KDB, come here. Who is this guy? No one hates MCFR. Who is this guy, man? Get him out of here. Foden would replace KDB. Do we extend sell KDB and take the money while you have the chance? No, you don't sell KDB. You do not sell KDB. It's better than nothing. I think I'd rather just keep him, to be honest. I'd give him a contract extension now, personally, just because of the Gundo situation. If he has another good season, we're like, KDB, end of the season, like May time. KDB, here's a 1 year extension. Take it or leave it, lad. All right, and then Saudi come up, or even Real Madrid or Barca or somewhere. Can you read my sign replacement comment, please? Where are we? Here we are. Sign replacement this time. Let him learn under Pep for a year. Let him end it for him 1 year instead of throwing all the replacement under all the pressure straight away. Yeah, that would be the smart move. But it's all about finding the right guy, I suppose. You know, maybe that's meant to be Phil Foden. I don't really know. But I don't think we should be losing KDB at the end of his 1 year, because I don't think he's at that point yet. I think he's still clearly got bags of the room in him if he got 24 GNA in 26 games. Danny Olmo, who's meant the other night. Danny Olmo play we've been linked to, but again, Fabrizio semi shut that down like a week ago. if I pull up, I'm pretty sure I made a post of it on Instagram. Here we are. Man City appreciate Dani Olmo. Man City like the player. He was one of the players on the list for last summer or 2 years ago. But at the moment, as of now, City are not working on a deal for Dani Olmo. The intention is, at the moment, the intention of Man City is not to advance on this kind of solution because they are looking at different opportunities, different positions. As of today, Dani Olmo is going to Man City. No, at the moment, the situation is quiet for Fabrizio Romano 1 week ago. So that's kind of been semi-shut down. And that kind of semi-shut down any hope of kind of signing this kind of player. Olmo, that's on the Elmo. Hello, says Fabrizio, welcome to the chat. Wondering when you'd show up. Big up. Big up. But, yeah, KDB leaving. He's not leaving this summer, but it's just, do we sign the contract extension? Does he remain a City player? I don't know. At the end of his 1 year deal, at the end of his contract. Finding a KDB replacement, not a chance. What on earth? Who is this guy, man? I can't like Bukayo Saka seems to. I can't lie, Bukayo Saka seems to like ball and nice. So happy for him last night. His fans are just annoying. Anyone making hate accounts about me, well, I'll sue you in the mud. England held the FA in the final. Oh, they're so bad, man. I can't wait for them to get into play by like Spain or something. Or in Netherlands. I think Netherlands better than. But that covers every signing I had here. Sadly only one incoming is Savio. But we've learned about that for yonks now. It's really just about when for Savio. When he gets announced. I really hope we get some big transfer news sooner rather than later. But the way I look at it, lads, if I go back to my oldest live streams, we only started working on Docu. Oh, blinking heck, was this the old graphics? Oh, this was poor. This was real poor. Either way. We only started working on Doku, who, correct me if I'm wrong, was our third signing. Okay, third signing does sound pretty good. But we only started working on him about 14th of August. So that was when it really started cooking, Doku. That's really when we started to see that happening. Kovacic was done by now. We had, I believe we had Vardiol by the beginning of August. So I'm willing to wait for signings to happen. Load of comments I've missed. Oh my lord, this guy, man. I rate the determination, but, come on, man. Take a break. I'm going to bring back the panel show next season. Just waiting for the right time. Yeah, panel show would be good, man. I prefer these to Hull. They can, Eric. If Savio's the only signing, then, yeah. That would be crazy. What do you mean that's it? Yeah, that's a clone. That is a clone, all right. And best Ukraine 4-0, 2-0, 2-1. One more. 2020 Euros are actually good. I want Prem football back ASAP. It clears. Yeah, agreed. Couldn't even crop the PFP correct. Yeah, blinking. Like, take a break, man. We're going to accomplish by this constantly hating on it. Either way, that concludes everything I really had to talk about. Appreciate the support. It's a good stream, really active. And for a game, and for a stream that wasn't a game, 47 views isn't too bad, to be fair. So I appreciate all the views for this stream, and I appreciate the really active chat. We've got a really, really active chat. We've got 10 people watching right now, which is just great. So feel free to hit the likes if you haven't already. And yeah, absolutely see you in the next one. And by the way, anyone who, the people who are hating on MCFR and cloning accounts of 50 grand later, something like that, whoever is doing that, big up to you as well, because you give me a bunch of views. But either way, thank you for tuning in. Back tomorrow or the next day. Definitely back for the Euros, of course. Going to do Spain, France. Can't miss that. Even though I think that could be really boring. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.